Hello guys, Lit here. So I see Jong make a video about Ethereal scarab farms, and Allflame material is this one, and whenever you use it on your map device, it will replace a monster pack on your maps with the Syndicate monster, and that Syndicate monster cannot drop Equip, Flask, or Tincture, which basically just means it's more likely to drop something like currency, scarabs, and all that stuff. And usually people use this for farm scarabs because you can get like a lot of scarab from this. And Ethereal is pretty expensive. So in this video, I want to show how you can farm this yourself. It's pretty easy to do. And especially with Idol, you can fasten the progress by a lot. So this is what we are targeting, but there's also another thing you can get. For example, like the guild is also pretty expensive. This one is around 80 to 100 chaos. Ethereal is around 200 to 250 chaos. And there is also, let me check, fragment. There's also Syndicate Medallion. This you can also get this one. This is around, I did around 200 chaos. Yeah, 200 to 250 chaos. So that's what you can get from this farm. And I also combine them with bargain. And this one is not new. I think Milky Picket done it like pretty early in the league. Basically, there is an option where you can bargain inside the Syndicate, which I will show in a little bit. You can get like scarabs, currency, and all that stuff. But so far, I'm doing it from like few hours. Most of my currency coming from the Safehouse. So I will focus more on the Safehouse and the bargain like the secondary income, something like that. So for the idol itself, for the 2x2, I'm looking for intelligence for a random Safehouse every time you complete the maps. And this is range from like 10 to 15. Try to get as much as you can. If you're talking about like minimums, you want to at least get 50 intelligence combined in like this 4 2x2 because you can only get 4. So try to get at least 50 intelligence combined. And the second stat that are good is Syndicate member in your map drop 200% more items. This is 100 to 200. So 200 is pretty expensive, and I start with 100. I buy this one is pretty cheap. I don't know what the price now, but when I buy it, this is pretty cheap. And for the 2x1 and 1x2, you want the Syndicate member in area more likely to offer bargains. And there is also another mod which is scarab found in your maps, is more likely to be ambushed. I don't think this one works with the Syndicate, as far as I know, and based on my testing in like few hours, this is anecdotal, I don't have the spreadsheet for it, but based on my testing in few hours doing this one doesn't work. The scarab less likely to be more common variety is also doesn't work. I basically get the same thing with or without that, so I will just focus on getting as much more likely to offer bargain as much as possible. And you can also get a chance to contain June, and when you have 100%, you don't have to use Scarab for June. And there is also the other mod like this, which is increased rarity per item on the Syndicate member. In PoE1, rarity doesn't work with Scarabs or currency. It's very different on PoE2. So I don't think this one is that good, but it's probably you can use it to like get a better unique, because on the bargain option, you also can get unique items. So maybe the rarity is also good on that one, but I think that is optional. So if you want to get them, but the most important one is the more likely to get bargain. And for the 1x1, the important one is the Syndicate member when you execute can gain an additional rank. And you want to have 100% combined. There's no point going over 100%. And the other mod is Syndicate member are more likely to accompany by the leader. This is maximum is 60%, so you want to get 60% in both of them, or at least like as much as you can. So that's basically the idol. Is pretty simple. So let's just do some showcase. The map is pretty fast. So whenever I go inside, just find the Betrayal, because that's the focus of the farms. And Betray, you're always going to have this laboratory, and I think you're always going to have interventions, but fortifications and transport, I think they will exchange on each other's. So on this one, the first thing I will do is I will find a member that have lower than rank 3. So this one is 3 star, this one is 3 star, this one doesn't have any star. So I will click this one first. I will give the Iceling star. And then I will move on the other one. This one doesn't have any effect. And the last one is usually where you will get the bargain options. And there's a multiple options for the bargains. This one is to move things around. Usually doesn't really matter. I will just release it and do nothing because there's no point on doing that. And another option for bargain is also Betray and Trust. So this is the red line over here. This is a rivalry. And the green one is Trust. Having this is good because, for example, like these two, Janus and Haku, both of them has a livery. Whenever Janus appear, because it has a rivalry with Haku. Haku is more likely to appear when Janus appear too, because they are both have a rivalry. The same things go for trust. So you want as much string as possible like this, just to increase your chance for like a member from multiple safe house to appear in the same time. It make it easier to rank all of them up. So let's find another member. This one is interventions, and we only have one here. So unfortunately, whenever you only have one member, you cannot rank them up, and that's the reason why you want this much string. So this is one of the option of the bargain where you can get fail items. There's another one, you can get unique items, currency, and scarabs. The good one is the currency and the scarabs. So in this one, we're just going to click it. Fail item at this point, I don't think it's worth anything, but you can check them if you want. And let's find the last one. This is fortifications. There's two of them. Hillock doesn't have stars, so let's give them star. And also Arian, this is drop sound fail again, so this is quite unlucky. And there's also another thing you can do with the member that already have a 3-star. The first one you can just release, there's nothing happens. You can bargain for these fail items, but you can also interrogate them. And interrogate will give you the progress on the safe house. Whenever you reach 100, you can access the safe house. Now, my general rules, I want to have rank 3 on the leader, and I want one lackey with rank 3 too, because whenever you do the hideout, there's a chance for the leader to get kicked out from the safe house, and one of the member will replace it, and you want that member to be rank 3. And that way, basically, your next hideout, you already have the rank 3 leader. And the rank 3 leader is important because it will increase your chance to get all your Allflame and Syndicate medallions. So you always want to have the leader to be rank 3. And that's also the reason why we have all this string, because if your leader is connected to a lot of people, it's increase your chance to pull them out, and you can increase their rank basically. So in this case, I'm just going to bargain because I only have one rank 3 here, so I'm just going to let it be. And after you do the betrayal, I'm just basically running to the boss and kill the boss and get the intelligence that I get from the idols. And this is the other options where you can drop scarabs, and this is the one that most likely going to give you something good. So as you can see, the scarab drop is quite a lot. It's just that option not always going to appear. It's not that rare, but it's also not something you're going to see every time. And whenever the progress reach 100%, you will have access to the safe house. And in this case, it's still rank 1 because you get the hideout pretty fast. So sometimes you just don't have the time to rank this one to rank 3. I will just keep doing it. It's less chance to get the Syndicate medallion on all the Allflame, but I will still do the safe house. So let's just do the safe house for the showcase. So safe house is basically just run to the Syndicate member. There's nothing you can do here. So just keep walking through. And on this strat, you want a character that can move fast. That's going to be really helpful from if you want to do this one. If you had a slow, everything going to be slow, and you're going to make less currency because this kind of strategy is rely a lot on speed. So this is the hideout. You basically just kill the hideout. It will yap a bit, and the fight will start and kill all the member. And you will have the options to execute the leader. And in this case, we got Fel Chaos Orb. It's not really that great. And so this is another safe house that have a rank 3 leader. So let's see how it goes. So this one get the Allflame Ember of Flesh. It's not really that great, but usually on the rank 3, you're always going to get 1 Ember. Well, if you rank 1, you're not always going to get anything, basically. And for the map itself, I'm running everything white because Syndicate doesn't really affect that by your quantity of your map, so there's no point on making the map rares. And you can also do something on the Conqueror maps or Elder maps or Shaper maps, because the only reason why you want to do this kind of map is to get the fragment for the bosses. And the fragments, you're always going to get 1 fragment, doesn't matter how many quantity you have, doesn't matter if your map is rare, magic, or white. So you can also do it white, and this is what makes the strategy really, really easy to do. You don't have to run any mod on your maps. I only use these scarabs, this basically just to increase the chances for your Syndicate member accompanied by another member. And that's basically the setup. It's very easy to do, it's very easy to set up, and you can keep running it over and over again. So that's basically how the farm works. So I think that's everything about the strat. And as usual, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment below. I will try my best to answer it. And thank you everyone for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one.